Better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Broadcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name's Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 269. We're getting there, people. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Okay, now, let's ring those phone calls. Let's get going. This is the happy hour.
You can call in. We're live.
Call in. That's the number. That's the number on the screen.
And if you're just listening, the number is 319-527-5016. Or you can come on through Skype. Send a message to Chuck. He's Charles.Uccelli on Skype. Or call 319-527-5016. Uncle wants to talk to you.
Okay, Eddie. Where you at? Let's go. It's about that time for you to call.
Ed needs to call back in, huh?
Yeah. The squirrel man. Come on, squirrel man.
I see we have a few people in the Twitch chat. Wow.
Oh, they're all in the chit chat. They're not in the phone calls. I want them on the phone calls, not chit chat.
It's looking pretty good there.
We do, by the way. So, joining onto the stream, I can see Australia. I can see multiple listeners in England, Great Britain, right?
You're coming in. Say that. They're coming on. They're coming.
France.
They know the hour.
They know the hour.
They don't know.
Well, we've got, I see Creative Accents and ACR Chopper in the Twitch chat, too.
Yeah. He's a 2-pointer. I can get him right now if he ever gets on the phone.
A 2-pointer.
2-pointer be ended the contest.
Oh, you're saying if Creative Accents calls in, you get bonus points. Yeah.
Bowling points, 2 points. We call on the telephone, will you?
One of the listeners in the UK is literally in Nottingham, Uncle.
Nottingham. Everybody whoever's on the line, this might shake you up. I got me a soft drink. Somebody's ready for a beer or ready for a drink. Come on, you guys. You guys are yelling about want drinks. Call up. Hurry up. Let's go.
Uncle, it's a hard...
I'm having a drink now.
It's a hard drink. That's got alcohol in it right there. That's
you don't know how to get... Well, you don't know about the side drink... Well, you don't need a drink because you're going on an airplane.
I've got...
water, people.
I am quite thirsty. I'm very thirsty. So You're right, though. We haven't had luck with the dollar store as of late.
We are not going to have no more dollar stores, people. I'm trying to figure out what to go to next.
They haven't had anything for a while. I have a feeling they'll be back.
When you say that feeling all the time, every week, and nothing's happened. Turned around, turned the corner. Everything's not going proper. I would like to see, you might have to go a little expense, though, to Jim's. We've got to go to Jim's.
Go to Jim?
Jim's for the drinks. I just want to see a few of them.
Maybe we could go down there.
For one Friday or so.
Yeah, I suppose we could do that.
I thought you were talking Trader Joe's.
That's the one.
He is.
And Trader Joe's, I get JoJo's with Trader Joe's messed up.
Yeah.
I always call them JoJo's.
Yeah, they have those rip-off Oreo cookies that they call JoJo's in there. That I think they're pretty
rip-off cookies?
Yeah, they do their version of the Oreo cookie, which they call a JoJo.
Is that what you've been hidden in my jam drawer? Going in there, trying to eat the food.
I'm not the one who put them there, Uncle.
But you go over there and chow. I know you. You go chow into the drawer.
I do.
I know. Gina's sidekick don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what I'm doing.
You have to hide them, Uncle.
Yeah, I know you have to hide them from you know who.
Now, Uncle, I know that last weekend was the holiday weekend, July 4th.
Oh.
And you and I went out to Landers.
Yeah.
And when you were there, you were quite excited, and you're like, "Oh, we need to talk about this on the show."
Oh,
we
yes.
Talk about that on the show. Do you want to bring up any of those stories?
Yeah, let's bring up a story here.
Okay.
We were up there, like he said, looking at fireworks. Gosh, when we all left, everybody's ready to go. We had a car show with eyeballs looking at us. Don't know what in this these clowns are just making music.
Oh, this was back in Riverside on the 4th. Yeah, this was
Yes, this is
actually
the 4th on the Riverside, the 4th.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm trying
we're
to
in
say,
Riverside now.
and well, wait now. We're first on Riverside, but
Okay.
and this guy kept playing his music like usual, and then had the music, and then had the lights blasting at us. So look at this. This has got to known about this. Got to put on a show of us standing there. We're walking down to get to the vehicle, and he's blowing up the steering with that. Well, on another side course, going to High Hills. We call it High Hills now. We went to the High Hills this past weekend, like you know, and did the job there, completed it. So now, and we found out that we found a new name for Landers. Not called Landers. Called High Hill.
It is
High Desert Mountain. High Desert Mountain, excuse me.
High Desert Mountain.
That's the name of it
High
gonna be
Desert
called.
Mountain. There we go.
Cause man, we was hiking. Man, I got so exhausted. Good exercise though. I gotta say.
Off the side of the Highway 247, Old Woman Springs, is there's this artwork that this Australian artist installed in the side of a hill. It's all these stones that like make up this rune. They put a couple actually symbols on the hillside, so you can park on the side of the road and go up and walk to see it. So I've been wanting to do that for a while.
Oh, yeah.
So I pulled over. I'm like, okay, let's go walk up there and look at it.
Yeah, we went there.
So we started walking up the side of the hill. It was still early in the morning before it got too hot. That's why we did it then. But still, it was a little rigorous, the hike, wasn't it, Uncle?
Oh, I look at the hike, man. I tell you, I couldn't go all the way. For my age, I just couldn't do it. He went all the way up, so I said, well, wait a minute. Let's wait here a minute. Then good exercise, I understand, but it's starting to show my age. And now I know what it means to climb and have exercise.
They're complaining in the Twitch chat that the video isn't working. That's odd. It's weird.
Get on the telephone, man.
On the restream, on my restream, it's showing up. So I don't know. It might be. Oh boy, I wonder what's going on. There's a lot of things that could be happening. So we might be having technical difficulties.
Hold it.
But so
we're about to get them fixed before we continue. Wait, who's that?
You can.
Wait a minute. What are you looking at now?
I'm trying to get to your Twitter.
There it is, right there.
There should be a live version on Twitter. It looks like the video is going through the Twitter.
It's going through the Twitter. Now hit the Twitter,
yeah, it's
people.
going through Twitter for me here. So
Go for the Twitter. Go through the Twitter. Now we'll have to figure out what the problem is.
Twitter, if they're not signed on to Twitter, I mean, YouTube is accessible even if you don't sign in.
Oh.
So YouTube would work still.
Yeah.
I'm actually seeing a great deal of people hanging on to the stream at Ocelli.com. Some of them go and migrate over to the video channels. I guess that's why. So maybe it's not working.
Oh, yeah. Look, it looks like on Twitch there is a problem with the video.
All right, take up Twitch, people. Go to the other channels.
Twitch looks like, well, wait a minute.
It's getting shut down.
Now, does that mean your audio is going through or no?
No, wait a minute. It looks like
what is
I
wrong
can't
with
tell
your
what's
machine?
happening on Twitch. No, it's I kind of got it working on Twitch. I don't know what's going on there because it seems like it's working on my end. It's working on Twitter. It's working on Twitch. I mean, I play the video and it's playing, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Do not know how to answer that question. Weird.
Maybe it's saying I don't want to talk.
Oh, it says ACR Chopper saying I see it. Okay, so now they see it. Some see, I don't for some reason.
See what?
Okay. Well,
what do they see now?
I guess maybe now it's working.
It's us now?
But yeah, if ever one of the videos fails, you can always go to either. So we've got Twitch, we've got YouTube, and we've got Twitter. They're all at unclethepodcast.com linked if you want the quick links. That's where they're at. Green Seeds there saying he sees a video and he's on YouTube, leaving a comment. So that's cool.
YouTube
so I think we're
now?
good. We're good.
Well, as long as they see it. Do they see it?
They see it. So anyway, back to business as usual, Uncle. You want to talk about the high hills here?
I was talking about the high hills before I got into fear.
What about those high hills? Tell us.
Like driving and walking up these crazy hills. And man, we thought we were on the high desert, but we were in the high desert. It didn't seem like it felt higher for some reason. When I was walking it up, it felt like it was further up as I was walking. Man, I was doing so much exercise.
Yeah.
I mean, that...
A lot of exercise to be had. So you didn't make it quite all the way up the hill.
I went about, 3/4 of the way? Not even that.
Yeah, you didn't quite make it all the way, but that's okay. It was just a bunch of stones. You know, I took a look. I took a couple pictures of it. It was cool, but
In fact,
did
you put that on Instagram? Those pictures.
I didn't put pictures of that on Instagram,
Oh,
but
why not?
I did do a few things on Instagram. We made a pretty cool Instagram story video of you giving DIY tips on how to pull up laminate flooring. And that was a hit, Uncle. A hit.
Oh, let me tell you about that now, people.
Tell them about it.
First of all, we had to get there to do the job. The job is completed. Well, to say, whenever the lady gets going and gets them moving up there, to get them moved that, to get the job started, it's up to them now. Because...
It's up to us now. Uncle.
No, them.
It's up to them. Yeah.
They to finish the job.
But we started it.
I know, that's what I said.
We did some
finished.
demo. We did some demo work.
We gave them a head start on it, so now all they have to do is go through one closet and that I couldn't get to. There's a bunch of junk in it. And some other... What was the other part? No. Oh, and the edges.
Yeah. We basically pulled up a bunch of laminate flooring that we don't want in there, is what Uncle and I did. I made a video of it on Instagram, which you should follow Uncle's Instagram. Because
watch my Instagram and you'll see me talking about it.
But
if
Uncle,
everybody wants for today.
There's additional stuff with that video. I took that video because you can save it from your Instagram story and get the video, and I loaded that video onto YouTube. Yeah, so the same video we made on Instagram, I loaded to your YouTube channel, and it got a lot of views really quick. It's like up past...
Oh, them people want to see people work.
They like that, yeah.
They want to see people work, not lay on their butt, sit on the chairs. They want to see people work.
They love seeing that.
That's what they like about it.
They love that sort of thing.
So...
Yeah.
So I did it this past weekend to go up there and did that.
We were good content creators, Uncle.
Yeah.
We did a good job as content creators is what
Yeah.
we did. We gave the people what they want. They want to see those DIY videos.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the view count went up to like 1,600 or something like that.
See how fast it goes up?
Yeah.
When I'm in the middle of something?
I was surprised.
I'm just making for compensation to understand the job and then have to talk about it. Oh, man, there was people left and right listening or looking at it. That's how fast they look at stuff.
So that went well. We're going to have to do more of that, Uncle. More of that.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at what it's then. Half day, we can get double the callers if they've seen it. Oh, we get double the quarters, and I will blow you everybody here if they ever get on the stick.
Creative Accidents is asking 1,600, and that's what it was last time I looked. It
1,600
might be higher than that, but it seemed like
higher.
it kind of plateaued there and stopped. So
All right.
up to that.
Actually, up to you now.
It's up to you.
Get my two, and I can finish this contest.
Yeah, although the only comment on the video was from Robin, I noticed, and I didn't notice any any new subscribers come in over it. So it's weird. The view count was huge, but in terms of additional engagement from the viewers, I didn't see really anything. So it's a weird sort of thing going on there. And they do this thing where if it's a short video, it like classifies it as a short, and then I think they promote it, and like it falls into weird little. All those social media things are doing that now, where you just randomly come across these really short videos from all these different people, and it suggests things that you think the algorithm suggests you these different ones that it believes that you want to see. And Instagram is actually quite annoying these days because it seems like your feed isn't even the feed of the people you follow, but it's just all this stuff that the algorithm is throwing at you. Like, here, you like this stuff, watch this. It's like, come on, man, I want to see what my friends are up to. I thought that's what this was for, and now you're like
throwing it out
stuff
there like they don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening.
None of them know what's happening.
Do you know what's happening, Uncle?
No, just what's out there.
There's a lot happening out there. I know. The only thing I know is that a lot is happening. What that is, I don't know.
Oh.
But we're working on figuring that out.
Have we fixed the problem here on the Skype line of going to your room to this room? From the last voice was talking about.
I still need to get a long Ethernet cord. Is what I'd like. We have a long one, but we need a longer one. So we are running off Wi-Fi, which isn't full bars. The Wi-Fi connection could be a little better, but I'll have to get a really big Ethernet cord. If anybody wants to mail us one, go ahead. It probably would have to be 100 feet at least. If you do, just send us an email. I'm not asking you to do that, but if you do, send an email and let us know you did before I go out and get one, which I probably will. But yeah, I don't know. And also, we'll just remind people, if you want to send a postcard or anything, we do have the mailing address that's on the contact page at UncleThePodcast.com.
We gotta put
if you ever want to send anything.
Oh, I haven't checked your mailbox lately, though, have you?
I need to get back in there. It's been a little bit, yeah.
I wonder what may have some.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's been too long, yeah. Creative Accents said he was going to send something. He sent me a message today, so I do have to go in and check for that. So thank you, Creative Accents, in advance. Very cool.
Well, there you go.
Cool,
Talking
huh,
about
Uncle?
check the mail. You check the mail. You didn't even check the box.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I need to, Uncle. You got me. Yeah, but we're live tonight, live on the Ocelli Radio Network. You can call in. We'd love to hear from you. Slow night for calls for some reason.
I
but
would
do
like to
call
hear
in.
some ladies, if they're around, to have a call on the telephone.
And you can call
Where is that
319-527-5016.
Where
Or
is that
use
lady?
Skype, Charles.Ocelli. Send Chuck a message, Charles.Ocelli, or call 319-527-5016. Uncle, is there anything else we did up in Landers? I feel like we did a lot of stuff. It was exciting. There's another story I know you wanted to mention. Are you going to remember it, or do you want me to refresh your memory? I know if I start refreshing your memory.
About the bottles? Beers and cans?
Here, I'll give you a hint, Uncle. This story takes place at night in the darkness. Remember at night?
Yes. Yeah, I just remembered what it was.
Tell me
now, people, this you gotta hear. I was up, we were looking up, and I was looking up at the sky.
We were
with
outside,
the stars. Outside.
in the desert.
In the desert. And he was in the backside. Man, all of a sudden, here comes something coming across. What the heck was that? We had no idea it was either coyote or what was the other one?
It was definitely an animal that was there that we could not see. It was. I'm thinking either a coyote or a bobcat.
Bobcat. I said it had to be a bobcat. It couldn't have been an amber. It sounded so funny that the smell went. That kind of smell to the animal. And I was wondering, where the heck was he going now so fast? I looked down, he was gone. I mean, I was up looking at the stars. Man, if I had my head to the ground, I would have seen probably it. but wouldn't know what it was anyway.
I'm guessing
Because it was so dark out that day.
It was very dark.
You
Yeah.
couldn't tell what I was looking
So
at.
yeah, Uncle and I were in different parts of the yard.
Yeah.
I was in the back, like he said. I had my phone. I was taking long exposure photos of the night sky because you could see the Milky Way. So I was doing that. So my eyes were kind of goofed up because I did have the screen there, so I didn't have my night vision fully engaged.
Oh, yeah. If you had your night gauge things working, you
That was
probably would have seen what it was.
I would have seen it, yes.
You better prepare yourself next time we go up there.
I know.
Prepare yourself with that equipment
Yeah.
because you need it.
Well, I made a mistake, Uncle.
Yes, you made a mistake. Big one. I almost was going to. I thought I really thought it was coming close to me.
Well, it
too,
was
because
between us. Uncle.
it was between
the two
his
of us.
chair and me.
Yeah.
That as he was
You were sitting
running
on a chair, weren't you? You
on
were
the back chair.
Yeah.
But on your chair, I think if I was sitting in your chair, I would have probably got bumped into it
Well, I was
because
actually,
it was real close to your chair.
I was actually sitting directly on the ground in the
Oh,
sand.
my first
Uncle.
call.
We're
Hold it.
gonna call
Got
him.
a caller here. Look at
gonna
this.
call,
I shook it up with that story.
Good animal encounter story there. Yeah. Okay. So
Hello. Who's on this line and where you from? Just a minute. We're getting a call.
Hey, Uncle Squirrely Eddie checking in here, brother.
There's our first caller. I need one more now. Well, I finally got your attention, Squirrel Man.
You did.
What?
Well, I've been listening. You've had my attention, man. I just haven't
Did
been
you
able
hear-
to call.
Did you hear that last story we were just talking about? That it actually
Well,
happened. We did see
had-
that
yeah,
animal.
About the new chairs, I kind of did. Say again?
Saw that big size animal. We didn't know what the heck it was. I was, what the heck
Oh,
is
really?
this?
No,
It
I
was
missed
going
that.
by.
I missed
It was
that.
going. It was going by. It was going by. I was in the sky, looking at the sky, at the stars.
It was in the dark, in
it
the
was in the
desert.
dark in the desert.
it was in between Uncle and I, which we
he
both
tell
could
ya?
see it. It was dark, and it made this snorting sound and then ran away because whatever the animal was must not have seen either of us because I was sitting
How
on
big
the
you think?
ground. It was.
It had to be.
It was a decent size. We could tell.
I'd say about a 30-pounder of something.
Because didn't
Like
it
maybe
run
a coyote or something.
I
Well,
think it was a
he
coyote,
was saying
yeah.
it was a coyote,
I'm
but
pretty sure.
I think it was something else.
It was either a
Yeah, 'cause
coyote or
when you say about 30 pounds, it could be a small coyote, you know.
Yeah.
Small
Or even
They're out
coyotes.
there. I know they're out there.
oh
small
yes.
bobcats.
Oh.
Small bobcats are possible.
Or even
Small
a
bobcat,
30
small
pounds,
bobcat.
A bobcat could do
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it could be
small
that, too.
bobcat.
They're about that small.
Yeah.
Hey, Ed,
So-
really quick, I'm going to get right off the line, but I just wanted to thank you for a piece of mail you sent to Frankie recently. Thank you. I don't know if I did
Oh,
that.
good. I'm so glad he got it. No, that's cool.
Cool, very cool.
All right, good deal. Yeah. Hope
Yeah.
he enjoyed it,
Oh, well,
and you guys too.
he's still enjoying that. He's, it's. I'm not going to say anything else except that he's, got a lot of decisions to make. So
Yeah, you gotta keep an eye on your eyebrows, man, because you never know what might move in there.
that's true too. That's. There's all inside jokes. Sorry. Ed sends the most interesting mail and real mail, not just, email. Look out for something
From
coming
him
in your
too. He
Okay.
he gave us a good one a couple of times ago.
Yeah, quite a few.
Quite a
I
few
always
of
got
them.
Mail from you.
Yeah,
Oh,
from him.
I haven't been keeping up my mail, but I'm trying to get back into it.
I have
Just
Ed's great mail on my wall here. Actually, he's the only person that I decided to frame some of this very cool mail that came from him.
Well, we haven't started
Oh, wow.
that on ours. What the heck's going on?
Yeah, I've actually framed it. It's
I
on the
got-
office wall, right next. I'm like right under the picture of me and my dad is Ed's mail actually, and
cool.
it's actually a couple of pieces. One piece has a black cat as I'm looking over my shoulder at it. The only problem ever is I always need my magnifying glass to read your stuff. But you can't.
Oh yeah.
It's not my, look, what can you do? And I've never seen anybody absolutely own an entire postcard. Like,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The entire thing is taken up. That's for sure.
it's taken up with this really tight, really small, right? It's like, I look at it and I'm like, wow, I hope I don't smear this or anything. This is like too cool just the way. It's almost like when you go see a guy writing a name on a grain of rice. It's like, wow, how do you get all that on? But he does. Cool postcard. I love it. Sorry, I'll shut up.
When I write to Chuck, I got to get a black marker and some white paper, I think. That's probably easier to read.
Oh, that one gray or silver grease pen thing you did, it was I couldn't, even with the magnifying glass. I'm like, yeah, Kim, you got it. I don't know.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, man.
It's cool. I was I think letters. I'm sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm clearly a stationary nerd that needs to like downshift to a black marker and a white paper when I write to you, man.
Yes, Sharpie would be cool. But anyway, all right, I'll shut up and let you get back. But I just wanted to thank you.
Oh, sure. I've much appreciated.
All right. Hey, Ed, you got a drink on you?
You guys saw some kind of wild animal out there. I'm thinking bobcat or coyote.
That's exactly what we're thinking it was.
It's one of the two.
One of the two.
You just saw the silhouette.
But,
yeah. But I was going to say, back in February, my bobcat walked right out from underneath twice in about 10 days. I walk out onto my back deck when I get up, go out there and take some deep breaths, just, and this thing comes just sauntering out like my footsteps spooked him or her, saunters out from under my, and this is in the daytime. They're, these guys, they're usually out in the night, but saunters out, looks up at me as he's walking across my gravel driveway, looking at me like, what are you looking at, man? You're the squatter here,
He's telling you something.
I just love it, the way the look that cat gave me.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good size bobcat, probably about like what you're saying, 30 pounds.
I wouldn't say that. I would say it felt like it was about 30. The sound of the running, when it passed me, it felt like about 30 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier in the night, we did see a couple of coyotes coming out for the evening. We saw all sorts of wildlife in the evening.
Yeah.
A couple coyotes coming out. One of them looked like it had a limp, actually. But
one did have
coyotes.
A limp.
There were quail out
quail.
running all around. A couple of families of quail. There were bats all over.
That sounds like a pretty cool spot. Yeah.
It is. There's lots of...
Yeah, man, that sounds like a cool little spot you guys got out there.
We just sit out there watching wildlife, and all of a sudden we see all this stuff coming at us. So, whoa, they must be...
That's all you got to do. Yeah. You sit still somewhere, you'll see. That's what I do. The same thing. I go out my back door and I sit on my porch and just kind of glance, look through the trees, and see what comes around.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's what we did.
But hey, I got a question. You guys had a problem there a few months ago because you guys were kind of whining and crying about, you weren't getting enough of the squirrels' pomegranates.
Oh.
For yourselves.
Yeah, you heard about that,
How's that playing out?
Well,
I don't think I forgot that, man.
This year, it hasn't started coming out, but we haven't had it yet because they haven't turned red.
The pomegranate is quite fruitful this year.
But they are fruitful this year.
And something is nibbling at the ends of some of them. Not all of the fruit, but some of them are getting chewed. I think that's actually birds that are starting to get into that.
I was going to say, just like what was the other thing you guys had? You were a couple of years ago blaming on the squirrels back then, and you realized it was the birds. What was that? Plums or something?
Oh.
Geez. It was some. Oh, guavas. Was it guavas?
Guavas.
The guavas. Yeah.
Guavas.
Blaming the squirrels eating the guavas, and turned out it's the birds.
I picked up a few guavas today.
That's what it was. It was the guavas.
It seems like you guys have it in for the squirrels. Want to blame them for everything.
It's really quick, Ed. Did you check out that cartoon that I mentioned to you with where the squirrels take over?
Remind me. I did see it. Remind me
Rick and Morty.
How it goes.
Rick and Morty. Oh, you effed up now.
Oh,
Morty.
yeah, I did. Yeah. I laughed my ass off on that one. Yeah.
All right, I want to check.
That's hilarious.
Anytime I see squirrel stuff, I got to, mention it to you. And another thing that's funny is, you ever see the squabbit?
No.
Okay, so there's this weird genetically modified organism called a squabbit. right? Which is it's oh man, there was like this cartoon that was created for Netflix. No, Comedy Central, excuse me, where they were all
Comedy
Park
Central.
Ranger.
What happened?
It's called it's a Tosh.0 thing. Brickleberry, Tosh wrote it. Brickleberry, and they have a creature on called a squabbit, which is a combination of a squirrel and a rabbit.
Yeah.
That sounds bizarre. That doesn't sound right, man. I don't know about that.
Now, any squirrel stuff, I was thinking. So I just wanted to mention that. Go ahead and Google a squabbit or DuckDuckGo, whatever.
Squabbit, yeah, I'll check that out.
That is squabbit.
So we
Squabbit. A squabbit would be the squirrel and a squab, right? Oh.
yeah.
Squirrels cross.
But yeah, so you guys are okay, huh? The squirrels aren't really eating up all your pomegranates or anything.
Well,
not
yet.
Not yet. That's coming yet.
They're not fully ripe yet, though,
fully
either, are
ripe.
they? So
No,
we'll
they're not
see.
fully ripe yet.
Come
but-
September, we'll see what problems we have on our hands. Probably a lot. But
Hey, when I was little, I used to live in Whittier, and the yard next to us had a pomegranate tree, and I could climb up on the wall between our houses, and I could just pick all the pomegranates I wanted, man. And my grandmother would make this delicious pomegranate syrup we put on the hotcakes.
Well,
Great
there
stuff.
you go.
see, so
Think about that. You can make a good syrup out of there, good pancake syrup out of those if you get enough of them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
you
No, that's
understand how good they are, then, Ed. You understand how upset we are when somebody takes our pomegranates from us. We get upset about it.
Yeah. I think it's kind of the other way around. I think those squirrels are eating them pomegranates, if it's even them that is doing it. Way before you guys were there.
Hey, I
don't think so.
I just remembered one other thing I wanted to kick around to Uncle and see if he saw it yet. Have you seen, now look, I know you saw the Top Gun 2, and you were waiting for a long time,
Yeah.
but there's something called Top Gun Training.
No, I
Have you-
didn't. No, I didn't see that.
Okay, it's a film on CBS All Access. I don't know if you guys have that, but apparently it's some special thing where Tom Cruise takes out this other guy who's supposed to be somewhat like of a celebrity
Yeah.
in a plane, and it's a Top Gun themed thing.
Oh, there you go. Something else to watch. Sidekick.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard about it, but I was like, oh, maybe I'll have a chance to watch a Top Gun thing before Uncle sees it.
Hey, my God, you saw that one. You saw it before me.
I
That
mean,
one.
You're going to have to hunt that down, Uncle. You're
to
going to have
see
to
where that
scare that
is.
up and watch it, man.
I gotta
Yeah,
see
no,
where that is, but
If you guys have access to it or whatever, or if you can get on the free subscription, I was just thinking you would definitely enjoy that. I haven't watched it yet.
oh, you
But I
haven't seen it. Oh,
No, I have it saved because I have access to CBS All Access, so I have it saved.
I don't
And
think we have that. Do we? I
I
don't.
don't believe that one. I thought
I
I,
don't
saw
think we
something
had
like
that
that
one.
on YouTube where Tom Cruise is in. It might have been something else. There's so many of those like behind the scenes videos where they're
Yeah, but
flying
this-
around in the jets. I don't know.
It's like an exclusive thing that's supposed to be exclusive to the CBS, streaming platform.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I saw it. And it's like, oh, well, maybe I can have Uncle watch it and we can review that together because I can't afford to go to the movies. So I was thinking, yeah. Okay, no, it's an idea.
Well,
You know,
I'll look into seeing if we can find that. Well, we can look into seeing that if we want to see
we'll
it.
See what we can see.
We can look for it. I mean,
Maybe
get him
it
to
might
do
pop
that.
up somewhere.
Pop up to see it.
get a couple of guys to review
Won't
it.
stuff like that eventually get out on YouTube and stuff? I mean, I don't know too much about it, but
Probably, I don't know. Maybe
Could be. If it falls on YouTube, we can grab it right away. We're really good on YouTube.
Well,
We
you
can
know what?
grab
I mean, maybe not right away, but
Not right
later
away.
on when
Later
when
on.
whoever made it doesn't care as much,
Yeah,
No,
that's
I-
true.
Remember, Uncle told me to go see the part one, and then he told me to go to the movie theater. Well, I don't have the money to go to the movie theater, but I was looking for part one. I found it on CBS, and then they had this other thing, and I was like, oh, are they putting part two on CBS already? I thought maybe. No, it's not that. It's a whole separate thing. So maybe I'll look it up. I'll get the link before the show's over and show it to you. But I just thought you would be ahead of me on it.
No.
Maybe I've got ahead of you on one thing here. Okay,
You
cool.
did. I think so because
All right.
I didn't hear him about that. But Well,
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one yet. So.
well, now there's something to
It's a
look
pretty
into.
popular movie, man, because we got this old hillbilly drive-in that I pass driving into work here, and only this week did it change. Otherwise, since that movie came out, it was playing at the drive-in. So that's been weeks, right? That's been out for quite a few weeks now.
Yeah, now it has. Now it has. It's been a while.
It's been out since Memorial Day weekend. Yeah.
Past Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah.
On Memorial Day weekend.
That's
It
when
was
it
on
released, yeah.
around that time. Yeah.
Until this week, it was playing solid at the old drive-in, not too far from here.
Yeah, we had it. We had it up here for what, a couple of weeks.
Yeah, because we have a drive-in near us too.
We have
yeah,
it
it was
now
playing there for a while.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
it
yeah.
came. Then it came to be. What was the other thing?
Tom Seymour is in YouTube in the chat asking, "Hey, Uncle, what's going on?"
What? We need a caller. That's what's happening.
We're talking to a caller.
We
Ed.
got a one caller now. I
If
wouldn't mind to
anybody
have
else wants
one
to
more
call,
caller if they want to call in.
Join in 319-527-5016, or the Skype also works. Charles Chili on Skype. Send him a message. That would be Chuck. Charles Chili. Send a message or call 319-527-5016. Our good friend Ed. Always glad to have you, Ed.
Yeah,
thanks
I
for
need to
taking
have
the time
Ed.
to call again, Ed. It's great to
know,
talk to you.
It's been a while.
I've been thinking about the guys with the bomb in the car. You probably should have went over there and maybe got some contact information with those guys, because with you might want to contract with them for security at your UFO cult compound when you're not out there.
Oh no!
those guys
Well, we
kinda
got
keep an eye on
that.
things.
They got a sub problem. We got a buzzer out there.
We do
If
have a
something
buzzer.
goes
We do
on,
have a
if
buzzer.
it works from the outside in, but
It's not as good. It's not as
but
good
those
as
militia
this.
guys, you might want them on your side too. I mean, you're going to be neighbors out there and all.
well, gotta ask the owners here.
Did
Gotta
I-
ask the owner over there. Sidekick.
Did I tell you about that, Uncle? You weren't there that weekend.
No.
But we were there, and we saw sheriffs
Sheriff?
looking. Yeah, the sheriffs had pulled somebody over, and they pulled into library parking lot on the side of the
didn't hear about
62
this.
highway, and they're pulling a bomb out of the car.
Bomb out of the car.
Yeah, it's in Yucca Valley. Did I tell you about that?
No,
Oh yeah.
I didn't hear about
We
that.
saw that.
Oh gosh.
Pretty crazy.
No.
Yeah.
What else is happening?
That's your neighbors out there, Uncle. Those guys are your neighbors, man. You might want to get to know them. That's all I'm saying.
We have.
They are quite literally the neighbors. Johnson Valley is right there.
Well,
yeah.
If we get.
Sounds like there's a lot of strange activity going out there with what you guys are getting up to, and the militias, and who knows what else is out in the little side roads out there.
It's wild out there, Ed. It's
It's-
wild,
Yeah.
untamed country. There's always something interesting out there. Is all I'll say. I love being out there. I love it.
So we had. Did you hear what we did this past weekend?
No, what?
Did you hear?
4th of July, right?
No, not this past week. The weekend before.
Are you talking about being in the desert,
Yeah.
Uncle?
No, doing that thing. Did he hear that?
Doing the thing.
You edited that thing about the floor.
Oh yeah. That was in the desert. Yeah.
That was in the desert.
Yeah, that was just another thing we did while we were out there. We filmed a DIY video. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
Sounds good. You're going to put it up somewhere?
It's on the
or whatever?
YouTube.
It's
Yeah,
on
it's on
YouTube right now, and you
Oh,
just
it is?
pop it on. You see
Okay,
it.
I never look at that. I gotta go over and look at your guys' YouTube thing. Yeah.
We get it on YouTube,
Hey,
like
but
you said.
One more thing, I think you guys need to, if things are not panning out at the dollar store, definitely go to the Trader Joe's, man. I get some good beer there, and it's cheaper than the regular stores. It's not dollar. Well, some of it is. They got a 6-pack out here of some really good pale ale, good craft beer level pale ale.
I was told
$4.99. That's less than $1.
Ooh. Yeah, per beer. Yeah.
Per beer.
it
Per
is.
beer.
Yeah, that's a good deal,
But
right
I mean,
there.
they've got more expensive stuff there too. Yeah, but
I
good
just
selection of different stuff. And you guys going dry on Friday nights just doesn't sound right.
I just said. Oh, by the
Yes,
way,
we do
did you have a
apologize.
drink?
Yeah, Uncle has a drink.
I
you
have a
having
drink. I have a drink. What my neighbor left me. I have these drinks that I'm still drinking. But I've been drinking these. So now because all they kept talking to me about the past couple of weeks, where's the dollar store? Where's the dollar store drinks? Where's the dollar drain drinks?
So you're drinking a Blue Moon.
I don't.
Friday night show and not a drink on the table. That's not right, man.
Tell me about it, sidekick here.
We'll figure things out.
But so I think we're gonna go with what you said. We're gonna try the Joe's place, and we're gonna try that.
Yeah.
As I've just told him I'm about giving up on the dollar store.
Uncle, this is important in the chat. We got a lot going on
in the chat now.
Well, there's a lot of important goings on in the chat. Ed, are you gonna take off now?
Are you taking off?
Yeah, I can take off. You got it. Yeah, no. If I think I've gone over everything. That seemed pertinent. So yeah, you go ahead and address the chat, and hey, I'll check back in again soon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uncle,
thank you.
I'll try not to be so long, brother.
No, it's great to have you.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you're
Gave
here
me
for as long
first
as you
caller.
were. So do call again.
Do
and we
call
can't
again.
wait
No,
to
go
talk
for it,
to you
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, same here. So I'll be in touch and make sure, and you guys be checking that mail. I haven't sent anything right lately, but I know some other people probably are. So
Yeah, I know. I just told him this. Just told him when I got on air to check it.
All right.
But yeah, I'm going to jump off. I want to hear what's going on. I want to hear about the important stuff in the chat too. So I'm gonna jump off while you got some time.
Yeah.
So I'll be back in touch soon.
All right.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay.
Talk to you next time. All right. Yeah,
Okay. And what's going on in the chat now?
All right. Well, Uncle, we've got Darren Bowles, which he has bought. I think not only the Uncle shirt, but I think he bought an Age of Transitions Intercelli shirt. And he's in the chat, first of all. And he says the audio and video is great. So hello, Darren. And then in addition to Darren, we've got somebody by the name of Tom Seymour who's saying, I used to ride the train with you and Melissa, black e-bike.
Hey, wait a minute.
Do you know this guy? You must, Uncle.
Yo, yeah, we got somebody online here. Hey, listen, we got somebody online here
This is train
that
people.
we had on a train.
We've got train people.
We got trained people.
This is exciting.
We got trained people
One
on
of your
our
train
line here.
riders is listening to the show and commenting on YouTube. So that's exciting. Who?
Somebody,
Tom Seymour.
Tom Seymour? Do you know him? He was on the train.
He's in there. He's
in
listening
there
to the broadcast.
Bobcat. Was it? Is it Tommy?
Is that Tommy? Oh,
Tommy! Oh,
This is
yes.
Tommy. Yeah, we know Tommy.
I know Tommy.
Tell him about Tommy.
Hey, Tommy, that boy he's another one. He's very, very funny. That guy. He'll do a contest, comment, he'll comment back at you. He'll give you a comment. And that's what I was going to say. And we have a scratch-off man that does scratch-offs. But let me tell you Tommy, you have a follower for scratch-off. Melissa here, she's a scratch-off person now. She's following your footsteps.
Following in his footsteps.
Yeah, see if he gets that. See if he gets that.
Yeah. I remember Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah, that Tommy.
Cool.
I remember that Tommy.
Tommy made some interesting photoshops of you, Uncle, which I did post to the Instagram.
That's right, he
pretty
did.
Good ones.
I remember them, yeah. I remember
Those
them.
are funny.
Yeah. Did you put him on Instagram?
I did,
throw him on Instagram. I don't mind. Tommy, you can throw him on Instagram. I'll let it go ahead and do that. Since it's on my side. It's my laptop. If he knows about it.
Photoshop images with your face in them. One of them I know was your face photoshopped onto a Milwaukee Brewers pitcher. I remember that.
Right. Well,
so
man.
That I posted. And there was another one that I can't recall right now. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lots of good stuff.
He was riding a bicycle.
Yeah.
And he's on a electric bike, because a lot of them were on bicycles on the train,
take them on the
and they will put them on the train where the bikes can go, and that thing was loaded up with bicycles. Brad, something we couldn't even get sometimes we couldn't even get a seat. We had to get at the evening time we're coming back. There was these bunch of these guys with bicycles. and it jammed it so much that we couldn't even get in the car. In the cart, we had to. They would chase this other guy that your wife had problems with trying to get on the train with, and he was fighting. She was fighting to get on, and
limited space.
Limited
Is that the
space.
problem?
That's what
Limited
the problem
space on the
was,
train?
and that was what was
Been a
happening.
while since you've ridden the train, huh? Uncle?
Well, yeah. Now that
You're retired these days.
I'm retired now, that I don't have to go down there. But when I was used to go down there, I had some interesting friends that kept on. It was nice. In the mornings, I had two.
It was a social event, right?
It was a social event in the training area.
Oh, we're getting another call here. We better take this.
Who's this? Somebody on the call?
We're toward the end of the show, but we're definitely taking this
Take
call.
this caller. Take this caller. Hello, who's this on the line?
Hey, Uncle, it's Chris Graves in Massachusetts. How you doing?
Chris Graves. Whoa. Where's you been called? Ah.
Hey, what's up, Chris? How you
What are you doing here, Chris? How you been up
I'm
to?
doing all right. Just trying to stay out of the humidity. You know, sweating.
Oh, you know how that is, Uncle.
You have the sweating one over that way? Yours is
yeah,
sweating.
that's in New England. Oh yeah, it's all
New England's it's the same as that's the same in Florida, but I'm not in Florida now. But it's still muggy. Yeah, I can see why that is. You better have a swimming pool around.
Uncle, I had a question.
Good.
Have you ever heard of the Bridgewater Triangle?
I heard of a triangle.
Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah, that
the
one.
Bridgewater Triangle. It's like the Bermuda Triangle. Only it's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
land.
It sounded different.
I actually live.
No,
I live within that.
You
yeah,
live.
this area, a whole bunch of towns. Yeah, it has a lot of weird stuff like UFOs and weird like animals and ghost sightings and disappearing hitchhikers and all that. I was just wondering if you ever heard of it.
No, I haven't heard of that one.
No,
But the other.
I've never heard of that either.
No, I haven't heard of that.
Vaguely familiar, but I
No,
don't.
not that one, but I've heard about the other one, but not that one. No.
I wrote a movie based on it, but I didn't get it made yet.
Oh.
Hey, Uncle, did you ever have those? You remember those foam balls in the '80s that they called Mad Balls, where they had like the monster faces on them?
Oh yeah.
Or the bloodshot eye.
I had.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I used to love those.
And he's throwing those suckers around. Man, people got scared. That's what the dude that like on Halloween's though. We always get into Halloween, and by the time we get into Halloween, these things happen.
They do.
I mean, we get into these movies, all kinds of stuff, and bull throwing, and spooky stuff. That's our into Halloween stuff. Spooky.
I like the bad ball. It was just a giant eyeball.
Giant eyeballs.
Yeah, the bloodshot eye. Oh, you used to have all of those.
Yep. I never had any of them, but I liked the one with the it was a giant eyeball.
Yeah.
Like
The eyeball. Yeah. I remember that one.
Some of them had,
The
monster.
one that was like oozing. Yeah.
Yep.
I had a couple of the mini ones that they were like the large ball, but it had like a small body, like an action figure kind of thing. And if you press a button on its back,
really?
the ball
I never
head
even heard
would
of those.
pop off.
Yeah.
I had a couple of
Yeah.
them.
You remember the one where it's like a face that's like retching in like pain or like or fear? You remember that? It was like just a face that was like kind of like had this expression on it.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah, they were all
that. Yeah,
creepy.
I remember that one. Yeah. I think the two I had was the eye that Chuck was saying, but its body was like a human body that was just like the muscles. Like if a human body, like the skin flesh was ripped off and you saw the muscles. And then
You mean like a Hellraiser thing? Like a Hellraiser type
yeah,
thing?
like
where
a
they rip
skinless
the skin off?
body where you're seeing just like the musculature and like all like the sinews and stuff, and it's red.
Yeah.
So it was that with an eyeball head, and the other one was I think a skeleton actually, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
we might be thinking about different things because I remember all I had was it was just like they were like foam ball, like
Oh yeah, I know
like
those.
basketball
I
size.
know those. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, those are cool.
Maybe that was another line like they ended up making after. Like I just don't remember.
You
those.
gotta remember, Aaron.
Sounds awesome.
Well, it
You gotta-
does sound like.
Younger. Aaron's a little younger than us, Chris, and of course, Uncle's older. So
Oh yeah, that's
What
right.
you're talking about.
yeah, Uncle knows.
I
was
know what
hatched
you're
in
saying.
1983.
It's yeah. I was right there. I remember them. He don't. He's like he was telling. It's like he was telling you. He wasn't around until he was in the 80s. He was about the 80s somewhere. He wasn't around
Somewhere
yet,
there, somewhere.
but I was.
I was in the early '80s. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the early 80s.
Yeah. Well,
Are
Tommy
you
and
guys excited about the new Thor? New Thor came out today.
Thor. Oh yeah, Thor.
Oh yeah.
the
Thor.
Guns N' Roses.
I
one,
haven't
yeah.
seen that yet. Don't say nothing
Yeah,
about
Thor:
it.
Love and Thunder.
I might.
Christian Bale, Batman. He's the villain.
Oh, don't. No.
I
He's
think I hear
big.
Tommy's outside.
Don't say
Yeah,
nothing.
Christian Bale, who used to be Batman. He's the villain in the new Thor. I'm pretty psyched about that. I can't afford to go see it, but.
No, you told me a story. Don't tell me I was just
You like
about
Thor,
one.
right, Uncle?
Yeah,
I know you really like
I
Thor.
have. I tell you something. I'll give a story about Thor.
Yeah.
I had a friend in Jacksonville that he always liked Thor. He got me into him. I'm telling you, he got me into him and tried to explain to him what kind of he was, what he was, and how he reacted.
Yeah.
Ever since I've heard that, I've been watching him. I mean,
Did
it's
you like Loki, his brother?
yeah, his
Lot of
Loki.
it.
They were talking about him too, his brother
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah, he said,
He's
you
in
know,
a
you.
TV show.
He told me you should get into this, and
Yeah.
I turned around listening to him. I got into it, listening to that, and from now on, I've been listening to that. But that is the next. In fact, that's the next movie I'm going to see.
There we go.
I want to
And
see
Guardians of
Thor.
the Galaxy, they're in it
the-
too. apparently.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Listen, guys, we're at about that point where we got to do shout outs. A couple minutes
Shout
left.
out to
Like
Cal.
the sound of that. Okay.
Already?
Well,
You won the contest for the calls tonight, though. You got two.
I got two, I know. You had one, he had zero.
Yeah.
I told him.
You won tonight.
okay. Well, why don't we go to Chris, our caller?
Oh, yeah,
Chris,
first
do you have
caller.
any shout outs you want to
Shout
give before we
outs.
get
Shout
going
out
here?
before we get going. I mean, I'm talking now.
I think I like to shout out to the guy who played Balky on Perfect Strangers.
Oh, Perfect Strangers.
Oh, cousin Larry.
You seen that? You seen that too? You seen that too?
Oh yeah,
I saw it
Cousin
too.
Larry.
Let me tell you, there's another one coming up. I just found that out.
Oh, they're good.
His
Perfect
wife-
Strangers reboot.
His wife was telling me it's still continuing.
A new Perfect Strangers.
It's
Oh,
another
gosh.
Perfect Strangers
Are
coming
they
out.
gonna do the Dance of Joy again?
I don't know. I don't know what number. I don't know what number it is. I don't know what number it is. But
I used to love that
but-
show as a
You
kid.
know
I don't know
yourself, though.
why.
I've seen all of it. I've seen the whole show.
I did like it.
Yeah, so
It's
you
so
gotta
stupid.
see the whole show.
Okay,
You're
I
gonna
will.
watch something. You gotta watch the whole thing, not part of it. The
Stand
Yeah,
sidekick.
you're gonna see the one where they screw up Thanksgiving, you know, for the Winslows and Family Matters.
Oh,
and all that.
crossover. Very good. Very good. All right,
Okay.
Chris. Well,
Yeah.
thank you very
Well, I
much
didn't
for
think-
bringing back these wonderful memories and for the shout
Yeah.
out. We'll talk to you next time, man.
Yeah, time.
You guys have
Yeah.
Take care.
Okay, Kev.
Sorry, I cut him off there.
What happened here?
have a good
Cut.
weekend, guys.
No, you too.
Good
Thanks
night.
for having me.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
absolutely, man. All right.
Sorry about that. I cut him off too quick. Sorry.
It's okay. Do you have a shout out to give, Chuck? You want
Yeah,
to?
give a shout out once again, telling us with the shout outs.
I'll just tell everybody who listens to the Uncle Show that Lucy gave birth to 5 puppies yesterday. And so we got 5 brand new little puppies. They look like hamsters. They're so small. But anyway, there's my shout out to the 5 brand new pups.
Oh,
Cool shout out, Chuck. All right. Thank you. Uncle, do you want to give a shout out?
well, to the final callers that gave it to us, I'm probably shout the shout outs. Thank you for that. And other things that's been happening here. telling you what's been happening in the high desert. And then I'm shout out to them, to all them people.
Yeah, shout out. I'll give a shout out to everybody in the chat. We've got ACR Chopper. We've got Creative Accidents. Thank you very much for being here, Darren, and for Tommy. Great to have you guys here
Tommy.
in the chat. And, really cool.
First time I heard Tommy, though.
Yeah, it was exciting to have Tommy.
I had the first time I heard him, though. Shout out to you, Tommy.
Yeah.
I've heard the time.
Shout out.
Shout out to you, Tommy.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
And definitely for being in the chat. If
Yeah.
you ever want to call in, we'd love to
Call
have you
in. Call in if you want for next time we're on.
So the
Tommy?
Uncle Show's rolling. We're having a good time. And then social media is at Uncle Podcast for Instagram and Twitter. Check out our YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter for the live streams. And we're live on Ochelli.com every Friday night. UncleThePodcast.com is the site with everything. Uncle, why don't you bring us home?
There's our 269 episode. Bye-bye. Getting up to 270s on next one. 270s on next one.